In this quick video, I'm going to show you exactly how I helped my client Laura get approved for $50,000 at 0% interest for 12 months in business funding, even though she thought she wouldn't qualify. I'm going to show you the exact strategy, what we did differently that she didn't do, and how you can do the exact same. So if you're ready to take action, watch the entire video. I could just be making a claim, right? So receipts purposes here. You see the card 50,000. It was recently got obviously based off of the payment due date being June 19th. So that lets you know that this is not an old card. So Laura first came to us and she was skeptical because she was getting denied, trying to do it by herself, right? That might be you right now. She actually got denied from Chase too. As you see right here, it was a Chase card that we got her, but she was applying online essentially. So pretty much her goal was to secure some capital to start running ads online. She wanted to hop online because she's already had like a local footprint where she's at. Her and her family have a roofing company. Because they were tired of doing everything manually. They wanted like automations and things like that. And just to be transparent, she's actually working with us to help set up the CRM. I have a different software company where we do stuff like that. So we're helping her with that as well. She wants to just get online and do things the right way, right? It's 2025. So she didn't have experience with business funding through bank relationship managers. And she understood that we were the experts, essentially, right? She did have a good credit score and a good history, but the issue was applying for too much credit at once and doing it online. I think she was about like 730 or something like that. Not like the best 800 or anything, but decent. So what do we do differently? So number one, we focus on making her credit report more attractive. You have to make sure that you're making your credit report attractive to these lenders. The premise I have for you, so many people are scamming, so many people are opening up fake businesses, so the banks are taking losses and they're not wanting to lend. They're going to be paranoid. Think about it logically, right? So we have to make sure we're very, very attractive. What can we do? Right? We can also look at the denial letters from the banks that she applied for, which was exactly what we did. And we saw a common theme, right? So we also looked at her credit reports and made the necessary adjustments. And the common theme that we saw was recently applied credit at a lot of different places. So we removed a bunch of the hard inquiries that she had. We were able to do it because these were business credit cards, right? For business credit cards. And yeah, so like I mentioned, a recurring denial reason was applying recently for credit. So these banks, they'll be like, okay, you shopping around here, you looking thirsty. And then on top of that, too, she was applying online versus having someone with a relationship. So we applied through my bank relationship manager versus applying online when we redid it. And basically, we gave her some certain steps that she could do to build up the relationship. And it was basically a situation where it was a DocuSign application and is what I do in terms of how I apply for my clients. So they'll be sent a DocuSign, they'll fill it out that way. My BRM, my banker, he will work with underwriting and it'll go through a manual review versus it's the algorithm that's just giving you whatever the fuck that they want to give you. You know what I'm saying? So we're requesting our limits now versus you're just applying online and then just being handed the leftovers or whatever the bank decides to give you, right? So keep that in mind. So this process, I always tell people that just for under promising and over delivering, I always tell my clients like 2 weeks, just be patient 2 weeks. It took 5 days for her particularly. Usually we see like 7 to 9 days is typical, but under promise over deliver. So again, just wanted to show for receipts purposes because I know people be coming on a line and lying about approvals. So y'all right there. I know everybody's so scared of scams and all that. I don't know. I don't know how to do Photoshop. So if you want to claim Photoshop, I personally, I don't know how to do Photoshop to fake this one. So imagine, right? Imagine what you could do with 25,000, 50,000, or even 100,000, even a quarter million, right? And 0% interest business funding. Imagine what you could do with all that. Maybe you could scale your business with ads the same way that Laura is going to do, and we're going to help her set up her CRM and everything. Maybe you can invest in inventory, right? We've gotten people 50K to invest in inventory. Maybe it's for payroll, right? So most people think that you need a perfect credit profile, which is not the case. And you just got to realize that There's power in these relationships. There's power in this strategy, right? What you need is strategy, you need guidance, you need someone who has a track record of doing this for different businesses. And that's exactly what I do for my clients. All right. So if you're serious about getting funded and want results like Laura, I want to work with you, right? If that's you, if you're somebody that is relating to everything I'm saying, I want to work with you. But keep in mind though, I do not work with everyone. But if you're ready to take the first step, book a free funding assessment call below. What we're going to do is we're going to go over your credit, we're going to go over your goals, we're going to see what capital you qualify for, and then we're going to create a customized sequence based off of your specific situation. This isn't just about credit, it's about freedom, it's about leverage, and it's about finally having the means to live the life that you're supposed to be living. Book a call below. Keep watching my videos. With that being said, y'all have a blessed one.